All right, guys, NACT is 10 days away. 10 days away. And we are closing in. One thing that has happened, I actually already did a prediction video. We're not going to be doing a prediction video now. That's going to be coming out next. But I have to scrap it because guess what just came and landed on my desk? The final roster adjustments for these teams. It was announced in the very beginning of this whole event that each team would have like 2 or 3 sections throughout the tournament, like a 2 or 3 day span, 2 or 3 different times throughout the whole NACT, that they would be allowed a official roster change to sub out 2 to 3 players. There's a bunch of rules on it, like 60% of the team has to agree on it. That way no one can just maliciously kick a certain player out of a team. It has to be kind of an agreed upon thing. And that did give me some, it did make me feel a little bit better about it all. I mean, in MPL, people are allowed to move from MDL team to their main team and things like that, and even someone that wasn't, like, their changes are allowed to be made at certain points, and that's cool. That's whatever. But the rosters have officially been landed. These are it. There should be no more changes after this. These are the final talks, and they're interesting. They're interesting. We're gonna just talk about them a little bit and what we think about them, and they're gonna pop up right here. All right. We're not going to go too deep in past subs. There's like a bunch of other stuff like manager, coach. I don't really care about all of that right now. If you want to take a look at it, you can. None of it really means anything, though, I will be honest with you. I don't think any of it really means that much. All right. So, one of the major things that I think everyone may immediately notice is BTK. Their sub is Victor, a.k.a. Cardi, a.k.a. that guy. So, yeah. Interesting. Baj, what you'll also notice is Baj is not on the roster, so I'm guessing he could not get his papers in time, couldn't get it all figured out, whatever. Honestly, I'm not going to lie. After watching Phase 3 and seeing the way that Chicken played Roam, I am pretty cool with it. I think it adds a very good dynamic to their draft. I think Chicken as Roam, I doubted at first. Day 1, he was playing that Kufra, and it looked whack. It looked bad. I was debating with Private. I'm like, what do we think about BTK? Do we think this team can get the upset on him? Like, I don't know. And then day 2, Fried Chicken came in, playing Kadita, playing Edith, looking very clean. Just overall, literally within several games, got immensely better and made me have a lot of hope. Because not only is he playing it well, I think he has a different type of hero pool than Baj. And it adds a lot more dimension. Like the Kadita pick can be flexed from Roam to mid. The Edith can be flexed from EXP to Roam, even though it's not very popular. Just a lot of things. I think he adds a layer of depth that being a Roam player that BTK has not had. And I'm down for it. Victor joining in as a sub. I don't really know what this means. And about the whole Fried Chicken Roam, I know that T's in the Roam spot, but I still think Fried Chicken's going to end up roaming. Maybe there's some swap arounds, who knows, but I personally believe that Fried Chicken is going to end up roaming. I want to take these positions with a grain of salt. So Victor being in the sub spot, I don't really know exactly what that means. My guess is that it is a backup in case there are any travel issues. My guess is that when MPL, if they win, they want to make sure that in case Yato, in case ISO, in case T, in case any of these guys aren't able to go, they have someone already on the roster and that we don't have a huge issue like what happened for MSC and everything like that. So this time BTK is prepared. They have their final 6. This is it. How do I feel about it? I think it's interesting. I think with enough practice, Victor can definitely get better and can at least be reliable to the team, especially if they go on past NACT to, international stages. So that's my opinion on BTK. On to the Ohio brothers, and nothing really changed. They're exactly the same. I think the team's good, man. I think they're super solid. We'll get into predictions in the next video, but because there's no big changes with them, anyone that was maybe worried about Super Shark not being part of the team anymore because Wrath filled in last playoffs, now you know it's not true. This is the official document from my uppers from Mr. Dave Mao himself. Avalon has some big changes that I love these players, but I'm not crazy about them now having big changes again. Cole World, if you guys don't know who he is, he was the gold laner for the Simpsons back in M3 qualifiers, grand finals. He's a good gold laner. He's a good player, but I I just think having more changes after they just had big changes in phase 3 in the last roster adjustment, and now they're having another big change. Basic still in gold, Demon in mid, Tarzan in jungle, and now bringing in Promise, who is also the EXP laner for the Simpsons, a good player, but still bringing him in to Avalon, which these are big changes. And they were just going through a rocky stage in phase 3, and I don't think this is going to really help. They were already having synergy issues, it felt like, and now we're changing up, we're shaking up the bottle once again. So this makes me worry about Avalon and how they're going to perform. One thing that is a bonus bringing in these players is they have stage experience. Promise has played on a stage in front of people. Cold World has played on a stage in front of people. Basic has played in front of stage in front of people. You'll have Fallen there as a sub, as moral support, whatever you want to call it. He's played on a stage in front of people. So the only people that haven't are Demon and Tarzan, which having that many players can definitely give you an edge. I don't know if that edge is going to be able to get ahead in synergy. Hopefully they're practicing like crazy the next 10 days and they can get it together. After that, the final team is Area 77. Big shout out to Area 77 real quick because these guys had a crazy lower bracket run and surpassed KOF, surpassed Bloodhounds, and were able to secure a spot in the top 4. So big shout out to Area 77. Well done, guys. You've revived some of my hope in you. I know they have 2 players highlighted, but they only have 1 new roster adjustment, and that is Zero. Yes, Gosu Zero. Yes, the mid laner for Kings, for Knights of Fate. No longer Gosu Zero, Zero, whatever you want to call him. Either way, Zero will be playing in their mid. That means that Jules Cutie, who was their mid laner, will be moving to Rome. That means that Gals Cutie is not on the roster. If we go way over, it says that he's an analysis. I don't know. I'm wondering if everyone on this list is going to get to go. We'll get a flight. And if he does have a flight, why didn't he just play? I don't know. I'm going to ask him these questions, and when I see him in person, I'm going to try to interview like a lot of these players at NACT. But yeah, we'll definitely try to get down to the bottom of it. But still, it is just a single player in, meaning they still have 4 of the original 5 on the floor, right? On the ground, ready to play. Synergy is theirs. The only thing they have to do is adapt to Zero, and Zero has to adapt to them. It's not bringing in 2 new players, right? So I think Area 77, because of this, I think it feels good. It feels good. I don't know what it is. Area 77 feels good right now. I'm not saying they're going to win the whole thing, but it's nice to have them back in shape. So I'm kind of excited to see how it all pans out. I think one of the things that Area 77 doesn't have going for them is none of them have stage experience. So there's kind of between the number 3 and 4 spot, Area 77 and Avalon, I feel like they're kind of at a same tier level right now. It's like, what's going to be the better advantage, having stage experience or having more synergy? We will see. We'll see, because we got 2 days of NACT, but that is it for roster adjustments. I just want to make this video kind of quick, drop some content for you guys. I'm trying to drop more, especially with NACT playoffs coming up. Thank you guys so much. Let me know what you guys think about the roster adjustments. If you guys really want to get crazy, leave a like and a subscribe. I really do appreciate it. Thank you guys so much, as always, for your support, and we'll see you guys in LA.